Hey everyone, Matt here, and we're continuing on with Dialtown. When we last left off, we did Randy's ending, Randy's route. Now we're going to go back to chapter 1. No route. Okay, so you are wise to me trying to steal your organs. Never mind then. Alright, glad we cleared that up. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Okay, this layman sucks and you smell. Please perish promptly. Yeah, I know. Sorry for disappointing you, sir. That's what I missed at. Christ, that was mean. That wasn't very nice at all. You would have just ignored me. Let's search for something better. I mean, you're hardly trying to meet your Prince Charming, are you? Not entitled to love, too. You're heavily pregnant and looking for a moist hole to deposit your eggs in. Okay, fine. Maybe I just need this sap to pay me into the fun fair. Well, Randy was a sap if I've ever seen one. Boy, did you burn that bridge. Fuck. Alright, let's just go then. So what now? Dialtown City Zoo. I don't think we've been there in the first chapter. Dialtown Zoo. You know, man, this is intense. All the emotions I'm feeling right now. Oh, come on, it's just the zoo. You know, the gorilla pound, the giraffe brothel. Why on earth would you that guy? Yeah, we've already done this. This is just from Mango Jail, and you know it. I know nothing of the sort, mon cher. You are liable for my suffering, Theodore. Well, at any rate, I'm sure you have questions. What can Theodore Russelbelt, famed adventure explorer, documentarian, zoo master, do for you this fine morning? Can you take me to the fun fair, please? Take you to the fun fair? My dear Scott Coffin. Why would you wish to go to a place like that when there is infinite merriment to be found here, back in your old cell? Go ahead, climb back inside, I insist. You might like it nicer this time. Why, I even cleaned the hay pile. Yeah, because the gorillas kept dying in the existing hay piles. Tut tut. I was hardly the individual who felt it necessary to discard all of those used syringes in the hay in the first place, was I now? Please, Theo. Why must it be the fun fair in particular, anyway? Last I checked, you aren't particularly fond of crowds nor bright lights. I need someone to lay my eggs. By Jove, you're pregnant? And an egg layer, no less. I insist, come back to science and live here with me. Your every wish granted. Why, I'll treat you like a king. King of the jungle, maybe. I've seen how you treat your lions. Pass. Hard pass. Ah, phooey. Besides, if I wanted that, I could commit tax fraud and go to actual prison. Same iron bars, lack of freedom. But at least they have nicer food. Presuming what they serve can be legally considered food. Well, I can't compete with human standards, even if they are the very lowest that our government-private company complex can get away with. Just know that bed and board are mere bars anyway. Should you ever change your mind. I won't, but thanks. Now, was that all? Yes, goodbye. Back to your old exhibit, I hope. We've always got a hay pile for you back in your old enclosure, don't forget. I'm alright, thanks. With all due respect, go fuck yourself. Bully to you, then. May you see only adventure, green one. I say next stop is to downtown. Or uptown. We're already in downtown. Local cinema. Or local bank. Go to the bank first. The bank? Really? Why the bank? Dick and Jerry said couples make joint bank accounts together. This is destiny, baby. So if you're correct, you mean if Dick and Jerry is yes. Right. And if the bank is full of couples making joint bank accounts together, then I reckon your odds of finding a funfair mate there are practically zero, since everyone making a joint bank account would be, by definition, very much already taken. Bastard man. Bank. Control S, save. What would you like to do? Ring for a teller. Hello, sir. Welcome to the Dialtown Bank. My name is Karen Dunn. You're green. Hello, nice to meet you. Yeah, apologies if this comes off as rude, but were you born like that? Okay, sorry, that probably was a rude question to ask you. But were you? Born is a really nice way of putting it. Sounds far more elegant than hatched or crawled out of that gutter over there. Or, oh lord, contain it before it lays eggs. Alright, yes, okay. Thank you for clearing that up. Now, were you hoping to make a transaction, sir, or... So what exactly is money, then? Look, sir, I often fail to detect sarcasm, but... Come on, surely that's a jest. I genuinely don't know how money works. Well, you've come to the right place, then. This is indeed a bank, yes, which is like a burger joint, but for spray green paper. And also are capable of sending violent goons with bats should you neglect to return more beef than you took by due date in the immediate future. Right, so you guys are like loan sharks but licensed? Essentially, yes. But keep in mind, you also risk holding up the line by asking inane questions about the basics of finance. So, do you want the short version or the medium-length version? Long version is under figurative lock and key till you ask me these miscellaneous finance questions at a more suitable time, thank you. Short version, you're a busy gal after all. You know, I've got gravel to eat, you've got customers to serve. Instead of engaging with that, I will merely summarize. So, money's paper. I've heard enough, thank you. I'm not finished. Not all money is paper, you know? but also cylindrical metal discs with heads on them to indicate how patriotic the individual ratio of nickel to tin in the coin is. Yes, very interesting. Yes, do continue. Yes. So, like, the paper and metal stuff don't mean anything on their own anymore. But, back in the old days, each coin/note was worth a tiny speck of gold, which was, of course, accepted as the universal currency instead of, like, horse jerky or dead chickens. But then, we did away with the gold shtick. We got, as while it is shiny, it's also annoying and hard to get a physical grasp of, like, my glittery ex-girlfriend. And you can see why they use gold. Horse jerky is too tempting to consume. Well, sir, I'm sure there are people out there who would much rather eat gold than highly processed, dehydrated horse flesh. Horse jerky is delicious and nutritious. That first point is blatant fabrication, and the second point is very much debatable due to the horse parts that the Dialtown meat plant tends to use for its various meat loaves and jerkies. Would you like to try some? No. Would you mind if I tried some? Look, were you trying to make a transaction then, sir? So, your head. Yeah, it's a printer. I know that's a fairly atypical, but believe me, sir, I get this every day. How does that work for you? I don't have anyone working for me, I'm an employee. I mean, how does it work? With ink, you have seen a printer before, right? Yeah, thanks. Is having a printer instead of a typewriter different in day-to-day life? Well, I wouldn't know, truly, because I've had a printer for as long as I can remember, so I have no point of comparison. It's all I know, you know. I know, yes. Still, people get uppity about how I express myself. And why is that? Well, most typewriters print out pages with words on them. I produce pictures. People don't really like that. A picture paints 1,000 words, as they say. Oh well, I don't blame them. It is pretty whack-ass. Alright, sorry for crying. Well, a picture paints 1,000 words, as they say. Are you even listening? I just said that I can't paint words. That's the issue. Please listen to my responses if you're going to ask questions. Come on, I didn't mean it literally. Well, can you please speak literally? Idioms go over my head. Yes, I'm aware that's an idiom. I get that one now because phone lord people jump straight to idioms to explain not getting idioms. Because I'm the one not getting how basic things work, apparently. I'm sorry, sir, I diverted the topic. Is there anything else I can help you with, then? Bob. Can I check my account balance, please? Alright, sir, what's your account number? You do have an account with DTCB, don't you? Do I need one? Check your account balance with us. Yes, you most certainly do. Cough. Well, would you like to create an account with DTCB, sir? Would I lose my legal morality conversation status? You very well may lose whatever that is, yes. Drat! Alright, go on then, make me an account anyways. Alright then, sir. Let's see what kind of account you're eligible for. Look, I'll be honest, I don't really know what you are, and thus what kind of account to make for you. You look adult size, relatively adult shaped. How old are you then? Think I might be like ages? I need an age. I don't know then, 80, 40? Put down 40. Or put 40 down if the bank thinks I'm having a midlife prices. They might give me some instant gratification sports car moolah. Then I can just die before they ask for it back. Ha 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 ha! Well, see, now we know you were planning to do that, so no, you cannot, in fact, do exactly that. So no more? I have unticked the midlife crisis box, yes. Aww. Maybe I can make a student account for you. Are you studying anything at the moment? Gravel. No, wait. Politics. No, that's not... Aha, I've got it. Gravel. Actually, scratch that. Lest any other cryptids catch wind of this. Don't want them to think I'm not a master of gravel. I'd lose street cred. Or in their case, bridge cred. Okay, yep, let's acknowledge none of that and instead descend further into the abyss that is you. See, the mayor really wants us to start doing animal accounts for some bizarre reason. But as you can imagine, other than a very polite Shiba Inu with a rather fetching stick, no animals really seem interested in depositing anything of value in our bank. So, about the 6 nipples thing. You an animal? Last I checked, I'm legally more akin to Sasquatch. Okay, no, see, that information makes this whole process much easier. I'll follow your account type under the cryptids, clowns, and other assorted weirdos heading. The fact that you have to distinguish clowns and cryptids now is really sad. Social justice gone rampant, I say. These are pressing times we live in. You know how it is with society and all. We do live in a society, yes. Alright, so now that we have your status out of the way, we can fill out the final forms. What's your full name then? Scott Coffin. Is that your whole name? Usually people add a fucking goddamn before saying it, but yes. See, the next department wouldn't like that very much. Do you like anyone over in the next department? Fucking goddamn Scott Cawthon it is then. Alright, next question. Your phone number? Head. Right. Do you know your phone number? 3. I need more numbers than that, sir. But I don't know the other ones. Well, can I at least take calls? I'm afraid to find out in case it jiggles too much that the stitching comes loose. Ew. Yeah, see, no, that doesn't work as a valid means of communication, so we'll need your postal address. Tent. Right, good. We need more than one line for the address. Oh, silly, it's in the pot. Wait, no, can't have Wall Street knowing where to find my nectars. I'm sorry, what? The Woods. So, your address is Tent, the Woods. Yeah, that's the long and short of it. Right. See, the thing is, this is gonna fly for the next department. You'll have to be much more specific. So the Woods doesn't fly as an address? But wait, didn't you imply that Bigfoot was a client of yours, though? No, see, DTCB has a policy of bank customer confidentiality under Dialtown's new data protection law, so he has been here, I know it. His musk lingers in the air. You know he lives in the woods, admit it. Look, even if Mr. Squatch... Mister, you know he's real. Look, sir, Nope. I am not losing this job for Bigfoot's confidentiality. Look, you don't qualify for a bank account, and you likely don't have much to put in anyway. Fuck you, dumb man. Make me a paperwork, get a job. No. I would consider half a turnip a lot of money. Turnips are not legal tender. There aren't with that attitude, no. Alright, with that topic concluded, surely we must be done, right? Are you taken tonight by any chance? Case compatibility. Taken by what, exactly? No, I mean, are you free tonight? Am I... What is this? Where are you asking? Can I help you? Take me to the fun fair, please. No, of course you can't, which is why I walked up to this counter and to you, no less. Please take me to the fun fair, my paper-churning mistress. Firstly, never call me that again. Thanks. Secondly, what? I wanted to ask you out on a date. You're asking me out on a date? Look, don't take this the wrong way, sir, but I'm not into phones. Darn. I'm a typewriter kind of gal. So unless you can change your head on the fly, can do, just need a hacksaw, super glue, some paper. And 10 goddamn minutes, Karen! Yeah, no. Sorry, it's a pass for me. Damn! Crud, this is wumps. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint, sir. Did you need anything else then? No, I'm fine. So you got Karen who likes typewriter people, and you got the guy at the cinema who only likes phonehead people. Cinema! What would you like to do now? Summon an employee. Hey, sir, welcome to... Hang on, just a jiffy. Green skin, 6 nipples. Your head, made from stitched together flesh. Or perhaps a skillful combination, burlap and leathers? Can I feel your head? No, what the hell, don't be a creep, man. Okay, but be gentle, I'm delicate. Don't worry, honey. I can be as smooth as a well-polished demon leg. Sick. Hey, look, I know this might be kind of forward, but... You do know that it's Valentine's Day today, right? Well, I'm well aware, yes. Well, I was just wondering, would you like to perhaps, you know, go on a date with me tonight? Wait, you're asking me out? Well, duh. I'm surprised. I did not see this eventuality coming. This is an awfully common event. Give me one reason why I wouldn't want to ask you out. I've got about 6 reasons. They're all nipples. And they're green. I asked for a reason why I wouldn't ask you out, not for 6 perks for doing so. You like my nipples? Yeah, they're freaky. Groovy, even. So, how about it? Also, for the life of me, I can't tell if that's supposed to be like a hat or if that's part of the phone. Okay. I'm taking already tonight, get lost nerd. Why would you lie this neatly? I don't know, man. I might need further convincing. Yes, take me now. Stellar! Now, I'm not dead set on this happening in any particular venue, so is there anywhere you wouldn't do? Fun fair! Ah, man, you want to go to the fun fair with me? Gnarly! I haven't been there in forever! I need to state this for legal reasons, I'm sure. This might be less of a purely romantic engagement, and more of a me laying my eggs at the fun fair kind of arrangement. Wait, are you an egg layer? Certainly hope I am. I'm not emotionally ready to give birth to puppies. As far as I know, things struggling within my swollen gut seem perfectly round. minus natural bumps and shell imperfections. Dude! Whoa! I can't believe Okay, look, I'll cut you a deal. I'm kinda working on a movie right now. See, this place ain't doing so groovy right now. I counted a few disturbing rumors about the building. But I'm hoping that producing a film here in Dialtown and then hosting some sort of gnarly premiere blow the lid off just how gnarly this place truly is. And, you know, save the business most importantly. Having footage of a genuine egg-laying one that takes place right here in town, no less. Why, I could see this movie happening in truly bodacious premiere. You want me to lay eggs on camera? Yeah, alright, maybe it does sound like a lot. But you'd be doing us a major solid. Plus, those eggs have to be laid anyway, right? And you are looking for someone to pay you in. This is like symbiosis and junk. So I'd be a star. In the same way your average porn star or local raving lunatic on camera and internet viral video would be, yeah. You need someone to take you, and I need a performer. You can kill 2 condors with 1 trident. Okay, I'll do it for my future offspringlings. This sounds hot, I'm in. You're a creepy little man, Oliver. Hard pass. Why not I lose my anonymity? This sounds hot, I'm in. Fuck yeah! Groove-tacular. Truly radical. Alright, so, thing is, I've got a little more time left on the clock before my shift officially ends. How long, Oliver? Precisely 4 minutes. How will I occupy myself for 4 whole minutes? Well, you could always take a quick look around, see what the cinema has to offer. We run a tight ship here, and it's all the tighter for being stuck together by the mystery adhesive this place seems to secrete. This is an extraordinarily sticky premises, yes. I can tell it feels like I'm walking on water with this sticky carpet. I feel like the carpet is trying to make sure I don't leave. Oh yeah, it does that. Doors occasionally close in and locking themselves stop people from getting out. The place needs company, hence why I sleep on the floor sometimes. How do you pry yourself off the carpet in the morning? With extraordinary difficulty. Okay, go get to know the place. I'll meet you outside in 4 minutes. Right on, Daddy-o. See you then. Ah, man, I'm digging this crazy slang. Sketch on the tan, dog man. Pardon? Movies this way, no refunds. Mice Tales are on the house. Generic remake number 7. You like the story before? Maybe you'll like it even better with CG. I don't care for this place ain't very much. Why is that, dear narrator? This place is obvious. God. This place is obviously incredibly haunted. Nah. Yes. It is extraordinarily haunted. Nah, man, what makes you think that? Look. The walls are bleeding! Okay, we don't know for a fact that it's blood. Could be ketchup for all we know. Do you consider the walls seeping ketchup from its pores honestly any less abnormal? Okay, fair. That could be some kind of jam or nectar, too. None of those are normal substances for a movie theater wall to secrete. Well, whatever it is, There's only one way to find out. Oh, please don't. I'm begging you. Don't lick that. Worry not, it could be jam. All jam is not a good jam. I've made my mind up. Okay, it is blood. But it's not my blood, so I care very little. In fact, I'm relieved. It's blood, though. Yeah, but it's not mine, so, why should I care if it has been stolen from my body? Perhaps I should have known. It's the wrong color, anyway. You really don't get this, do you? What I don't get is why I shouldn't just go somewhere else. You know, to shut you up. Fine, fine. Besides, I'm sure there's hardly anything here more unsettling than literal blood on the walls. Okay, what the fuck? Children to them. They're just staring right at you. Yeah, kids do that. I don't like their energy. They're evil, Scott Coffin. Evil. You want to attempt communication? I don't speak Latin nor crayon. Yes, we have movies here. I popped corn. Wait, do kids speak Spanish? Springs 1 through 3. These particular ones might just speak the same tongue as you and me. Whoa, no way. Say something to them. Hey, children, would you like to clean my tent? Why is that always your go-to? Come play with us. Okay, fuck this. Let's get out. No, let's hear them out. What game do you want to play, dear children? I don't know, a word search, maybe? Sorry, no, can't do. I'm kind of illiterate. Feel free to complete it on your own, though. Okay, we understand thoroughly. Have a nice day. Huh. I have no idea kids nowadays could gosh and blur like that. Can we please just leave this accursed place? Fine, I reckon a good 4 minutes has passed anyhow. Hey, pal, you were gone a good 6 minutes. Figured you might, just skedaddled, so to speak. So, how'd you find the place? Stickier than my tent, I know that was possible. You ever been to Chernobyl, perchance? Whoa, so the two-head cinema chicken sightings are legit. Rad. Wait, is there a two-head chicken? Just really roaming your place of work? According to 3 sources, one of which is you. Yes! I can never seem to spot that damn thing with how quickly it scurries around. But man, it sure does a groovy job of cleaning the floors of discarded floor porn after hours. I guess that also explained what's been half-eating our mice. You guys have mice too? Well, no whole ones anymore, thanks to the chicken, evidently. Anyway, I was wondering if you wanted to get going. The way I figured it, the sooner we get the switch done, the more time we will have to enjoy ourselves. Egg laying takes time, my dear olive man. You can't rush perfection. You want to spend time with me after the laying? I'm just happy to get this over with if you are. You want to spend time with me after? Of course, man. I love fun fairs, dude. Even with our fun fair's particularly high mortality rate? Hey, where else could you get launched from a spinning crab arm at half the speed required to break the sound barrier? I reckon those Viking chaps had it right giving you an awesome afterlife if you die in a particularly gnarly way. Funfair accidents have to be an alternate way to get to Phone Holla. Anyway, let's just get going. We can continue chatting on the way there. You know, I'm aware of the Funfair's 2-for-1 ticket thing going on today, but I sincerely doubt you're allowed to just piggyback onto my subway ticket. Unlike the Funfair, this concrete jungle holds no love in its pores. Just damp, which I doubt can even be considered much of an emotion at all. Oh, please, as if there's any point in paying for a ticket. Yeah, sure, I feel quite damp right now. Right, and you smell it too. Honestly, it's gnarly. I never met a non-hirsute creature that smelled like a wet dog before. Maybe it's the dog food I ate this morning? Whoa, you eat dog food? I ate was whatever's in the trash man. Today, dog food. Whoa, groovy. Hey, if it's good enough for a sickly beagle, it's good enough for my gut, eh? On a side note, thanks for agreeing to do this again. I know you're benefiting from this too, but believe me, you're doing us a major solid. Us? Who is this us? It's my pleasure, Olive Man. No idea if me squatting and grunting on the camera is gonna help a whole lot, though. Believe me, it will. Honestly, with the rumors going around about the joint, Mr. Dickens is worried the joint might not still be in business come this time next year. Mr. Dickens? Oh, Mr. Dickens is my boss. Yeah, he owns the cinema I work at and always has. He's a top-notch guy, a real class act. Old British chap full of vitality. He built the very cinema I work at back in the 1960s as a young entrepreneur. Are you close to him? Sure as heck am, Daddy-o. I was only a starry-eyed lad, a mere manling, when I got the job at the cinema. Taught me everything I know about being a man. I don't understand. Right. You haven't met Mr. Dickens. He has impeccable style, you know. Whereas his old suits uses British words/terms, always keeps a level head. But you said you learned everything from him, right? Right. But you don't talk like a pirate nor constantly mention fish and chips. Well, no, see, Mr. Dickens' last piece of advice for me was, there's nothing better for a man to do than be an individual. Tally-ho! Did you add in the tally-ho, or did you actually say it like that? I honestly can't remember. Anyway, I have to find my own path, wear my own clothes, use my own outdated and frankly unrank slang, Daddy-o. Whenever we get back, I'll definitely introduce the two of you to each other. In a way, you kind of remind me of him with the whole doing your own thing regardless of others laughing or being repulsed by you thing you've got going on. Normality's overrated, take it from me. I've never seen a happy person in a suit. Rebuttal. Weddings! You think they'd let me anywhere near a wedding? Well, what if you were to get hitched? Is that something you'd ever want to do? Unless it's a big-titted giraffe, doubtful. Or unless it's to a big-titted giraffe. That's honestly a response I didn't see coming. Well, I've got my reasons not to. Such as... the usual reasons. I'm not exactly prime rib, you know. Green skin, a few too many nipples, stitched together, fleshy phone head. Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that, actually. No, I was nowhere near phone candy on the date of... My nipples can only shoot so far, That's an absolutely riveting diversion, but no, what I meant was... Your phone head. Did you construct it yourself? That's quite a personal question. I know, I should know better to ask, but... I've never seen one so different before. It's a custom, I guess you could say. Huh. I don't know if you built it yourself per se, but how far back was the bell mechanism placed relative to the vestigial cord adapter? That's quite a specific question. Bold of you to assume I'd understand any of those fancy schmancy words. Sorry, I guess I'm just technically minded. I always enjoy dismantling stuff and putting them back together. Rare for an artist, I suppose, which is why Mr. Dickens gets so much use out of me. I know how to load wheels into our machines and what ought to be on them. Hell, I'm the only one Big Bertha lets perform maintenance on her. She's our movie protector, and boy, is she temperamental. So Dickens keeps you busy, then? Well, yeah, but that's how it's gotta be when you work with the public, I suppose. Of course, you do tend to get customers that... Sorry, I should badmouth customers, especially given how dire things have been lately, financially speaking. Nonsense! The beans! Spill them. I crave gossip. Oh, alright. I guess it's not like he ever buys anything from us anyway. We have this one little shit stain. His name is Billy. Little Billy! You know that brat? He ratted on me to the police. Got me done in for child labor laws. Aw, man, that's not cool. I'm sure the judicial system's incredibly biased towards green people. I sprayed in the courtroom. It's a god-awful state of affairs. Yeah, this kid, this Fink, he's just... Whoever rules him, it's one of my bosses, obviously. The customer is always exempt from violence. That rule complicates dealing with that yard-high, snot-nosed brat. Little Billy doesn't know reason. He simply wishes to watch the world burn. Thank you! Finally, someone else who sees it! I swear, that rugrat gets his kicks from inconveniencing me just because he knows that I can only politely ask him to leave and retort. Because if I put my hands around him, no more job. It fucking sucks. The wee fucker can bring in a megaphone, skate around, running and mocking other customers in the ankles with his board. Yet, I can only use words when dealing with the situation because he's a child. He's not a child, he's some kind of fun-sized demon. It sucks being an adult and having to use other children to settle disputes by proxy. Because if I drop-kick a child, hoo boy! Screw kids getting too soft, half of them are armed. I'm afraid of the idea of having these shitheads everywhere when I get old and end up defenseless like a tortoise stuck on its back. When I get to that point, shoot me in the stomachs. Why did you just paralyze the word stomach? No reason. Sick. Oh, hold on. I think we're near the outskirts of town. You ready to get off? Well, I'm either laying eggs here or there. Given the option, I'd rather there. Yeah, plus, I kinda want sole ownership of the footage till the movie is finished. After all, I'm hardly gonna get many butts on seats if some hipster has the whole gory ordeal uploaded for free on PhoneTube, now am I? Wait, is that like... Is that a porn site? Are you happy or not knowing? If the answer is yes, it's a porn site, then yeah, I most certainly am. I'll just not specify in that case. Fuck you, now I know which answer was the correct one! Are people going to be aroused by this? Hey! Gotta drag the monster fucking crowd in somehow, right? Dear God. Sup, Jerry? Ticket Jerry. No. Yes. A deal is a deal, you festive gate blocker. I win. Why did you... How did you... I didn't think you'd actually... Of course. Of course it'd be Oliver of all people. I reiterate. Sup, Jerry? Oliver. Why? Why would you... I don't get what you're insinuating, Jerry. Why on earth would you take him here? I think the better question is, why on earth wouldn't I, dearest Jerry? Oliver, he's got green skin. I know! Isn't it gnarly? Oliver, he's got 6 nipples. 6 for the price of 2. What a bargain! His head is clearly comprised of stolen skins all stitched together crudely. Crude? I'd like to see your needlework, Ticket Man. You shut up! Oliver, he only asked you here so he can lay his green eggs somewhere on the funfair grounds. Oh, I know, and I'm totally into it too. I even brought a camera so I can film it in its awe-inspiring ooze-tackler depravity. Dear Lord. Of course. Of course it'd be Oliver of all people who'd be into this. What can I say, Jerry? It's hip to fuck monsters. Yeah, Jerry. Now, how about you get tickets for me and my adoring talent? The tickets. Cough them up, pretty boy. Fine, that'll be $2 then. Alright, Scott Coffin. You ready to go inside? I'm so fucking ready, only if you hold my moist green hands encouraging ape noises. I'm so fucking ready. Ladies first, then. Oh, man, I haven't been here in forever. I've never had fun before. Well, Chief, you've come to the right place, then. Nowhere else can an adult man be hurled at 300 or so miles per hour by a giant metallic crab claw, operated solely by an untrained and probably morbidly stoned teenager, no less. You're right, that's a truly indigenous experience. So, where do you want me to stand? Huh? What do you mean? Oh, for the footage. You are going to lay your eggs, right? Well, not now, Oliver. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Alright, how about now? What? Out in the open amongst the common rabble? I think not, pervert. Sorry. I just presumed since you're, like, heavily pregnant and whatnot. Okay, how about this? How's about we go frolic, have a groovy time, and then you let me know when you're down for us to get shooting? That sounds quite agreeable, yes. Fun, very much so, yes. Alright, here's the spot. What do you mean? This is the perfect spot to lay your eggs. Oh, I see. No, listen. Accessible location, spitting distance from the hot dog stand, just off the beaten path enough to be avoided by civilian foot traffic and or ride operators. And best of all, lots of disturbed dirt for you to bury your young in order to conceal them from potential predators. Horrible location, very incompetent, embarrassing. Do I normally lay eggs in water like a frog? I can't remember. Wait, are you an amphibian? I've seldom tried to drown myself, so I'm not certain. Hey, that's fine. I just pour a couple 2-liter bottles of coolant onto the mound, then it'll be plenty aquatic. Right, then the sun bakes the soda into the mound and it'll get all sticky. How am I kin to survive if they hatch already stuck to the ground? I mean, this location has other perks too. Like good lighting to film with a camera. Oh, I see what this is. You've got a little stage light set up. Oh, come on. It's not like that. It's just, well, we did make a deal. 1 ticket for 1 filming. Come on, man. Don't hold out on me. Is that the only reason you brought me here? To use me for my egg-laden entrails? Where is this coming from? Isn't the only reason you brought me here to use me for your free ticket? I thought the deal was fairly cut and dry. Well, maybe feelings change. Maybe I've grown attached. Okay, look, I mean, we can talk about... I thought you loved me, Oliver. No, it's... not like that at all. Groaning. I'm near. Okay, look. Right now, we're all tangled up in contracts, so maybe we should just... You lay your eggs, we can discuss the footage. I'm worried we'll miss the laying. This thing only has so much battery, and if it wastes, and then you lay the... Time's of the essence here. Now this adds up. Why on earth do you care if the cinema shuts down? When you get paid a low wage and get mistreated by customers. Your story doesn't add up. Okay, no, look. Only I hold dominion over my gut, Olive man. Protective ape noises. Okay, look, you got the wrong idea. I don't... Protective growling. Okay, compromise. Let me film the laying, as we agreed, and then I can explain myself fully. You know, finish my explanation in full. If you're not content with my explanation for literally anything, I'll delete the footage and start again from scratch. You promise? Pinky swear, Daddy-o. Alright then, I guess I'd better... Did you get it? Every oozing second. You also got them all in the hole, even without ample preparation. Very impressive. Thanks, I'm a master of steering my own ass. Helps that my swollen ass was already so close to the ground, I guess. Right now, explain yourself. Fully. Why do you care so much about some biohazardous cinema's closure? Why go through all this trouble? Or why go through all this trouble? Okay. Look, I've truly explained the basics to you already, definitely. The theater is dying due to the rumors about the place being haunted. But it's greater than that, truly. Our cinema, each and every cinema, in fact, is destined to go the way of the dodo at this rate. Wait, all cinemas? What makes you say that? Same reason that video rental stores and the creepy mustachioed dude selling bootleg VHS tapes door to door died out. Spinny disc players? Whoops. The same reason that video rental stores and that creepy mustachioed guy selling bootleg VHS tapes door to door died out. Spinny disc players? What? No. The internet. Isn't that the cat meme database with porn? Yeah, but now they've got videos. Non-pornographic ones, too. They've got entire sites dedicated just to showing movies. And with directors beginning to put their movies straight up on there without even considering physical theaters, well, why would people leave their own family hovels when they could just watch the same movie even cheaper online? So why do you care? This sounds like an advancement, evolution. It's more convenient for everyone. It's not like that. The cinema employs me and Mr. Dickens. You can just get a job on one of those sites. You say yourself you're technically minded, you would excel at it. That's not me that I'm worried about. It's Mr. Dickens. He's old, set in his ways. He's extraordinarily savvy at running a physical business, but I know he wouldn't bridge the gap. The physical silver screen is all he knows. Truth is, as much as I love the cinema, it's Mr. Dickens that I feel truly indebted to. He's given me so much, taught me so much, he's like a father to me. He told me once that showing movies to the world has been his dream ever since he was my age. If his dream dies, a part of him dies too. I can't allow that to happen. Not sitting down, anyway. I know we can get people to come back if we can release something truly engaging. Something new, something people can't find anywhere else. I know people would love to hear a new story, even if it's weird. If it's one they can connect with. Look, this footage... I'm not asking you to do this for me. I'm not just asking you to do this for me. I'm asking you to do it for Mr. Dickens and his dream. I know it's a lot to ask to allow yourself to become vulnerable for a whole town of people who spurned you all for a man you've never even met. But maybe you could understand the importance of dreams like I do. Or maybe not. You'll do it for me. Route diverging choice. Okay, you can use the fudge. Dude, Scott Cawthon, you have no idea how gnarly it is to... How happy that... Thank you, sincerely. This footage is it's one of a kind. Hell, this footage alone tells a story that I don't think anyone has ever seen before, save you or me. Pity it's so short, though. If this was the whole movie, I'd be set content-wise, but alas, a movie needs 40 minutes or longer to even qualify as a feature-length film. I don't know if an indie short film dragged the same crowds out that a feature-length movie would. That most certainly is a pickle, yes. Say, I've got an idea. Okay, so, this is a big thing to ask, but... What if you and I got more footage tomorrow? You know, of you. Of me? Yeah. I know it sounds strange, but... The footage of you that I just got is easily the freshest thing I filmed yet. It's different, that's for sure. You think people want to see more of me? Absolutely! It's fine. If you're not sure yet, you can give me your answer tomorrow. I'd be honored if you were willing, though. Anyway, you fine to make your way home? I can't walk. I just shot 5 green bowling balls out of my rear end, Oliver. Far too much ass trauma. Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, idea. How's about we borrow the discarded bike left over there, I pedal and you ride in the basket? That sounds agreeable, yes. Morning, Scott Cawthon. Rise and shine. Narrator on board. You just woke up. I know, I do this every day. It's boring to me now. You eat roadkill daily. Oh, but that never seems to lose its appeal. Roadkill's soft and cuddly, dear narrator. What? Dude, roadkill fur tends to be coarse, matted, and wet from the gutter water you find it in. That's excluding tire tracks, mud, and extruding bones, too. Bastard narrator can't even let me enjoy roadkill. Look, if you're so bored... I can eat roadkill? You can. But you can also do literally anything else, which I strongly recommend doing instead. Like, you could ride a bicycle. I have the limb coordination of a sentient carrot, but with limbs. I also like a bicycle. Yeah, that's put a bit of a damper on the aimless cycling plan. Can you draw? I like to think of myself somewhat of an artist. Last time I tried to draw a bath, I ended up just slurping up the bathwater. I aim to one day draw Bigfoot out in the open. And then, I am dumbfounded. Why do we keep coming back to the semi-mythical ape-man? Semi-mythical, so you admit there's a chance Bigfoot doesn't not exist. Bigfoot does not exist. Because real and horny and I'll find him. Except, you haven't been able to find Bigfoot yet, even with your life savings of 25 cents sank into making a minute-long phone call to the Bigfoot Hunt film crew, who you reckon came the closest to finding him. So, backup plan. Oliver wishes to finish filming his bizarre cinematic opus today. We could always, I don't know, help him do exactly that. That sounds like effort. What's in it for me? I don't know. What do you must crave from this cosmic orb that you've confirmed to? Why, love, of course, the sweet release of death. You know exactly what I'm looking for. Why, love, of course. Well, this seems like a no-brainer then. It does? Of course! Oliver's clearly head over heels for you. Perhaps he could even love you. And if he doesn't, well, think about if the movie does well, you'll get so much moolah and royalties, why, I'm sure everyone you meet would pretend to love you. Well, that sounds superb. Now, it wouldn't be real love. Silence, disembodied cricket, I have made my mind up. Till somehow we go. Away! Dialtown, Chapter 2. What the dickens? Hey! Scott Coffin! My muse and ghoulish life companion! How fareth thee on this fine spring morning? Fine, but I had a bit of a setback earlier this morning. Paraslide screeching Shakespeare. I haven't had my 8 cups of coffee yet. All the finer for seeing you. Hubba! Okay, not sure why that came out of my receiver, but I've never said that before in my life. Please don't tell anyone that I'm like this. Look, honestly, hubbas and what not aside, I'm just super stoked to see you. That little demon piece. Dear God. Little Billy, I beseech you, could you please go bother literally anyone else in Dialtown today? Well, yes, I could, which is what makes this all the more special. I swear to phone God, you low central of gravity. I swear to phone God, you low center of gravity hobgoblin. So, what you gonna do about it, huh? You can't physically attack me, Planet Daddy. Not unless you want to get sentenced to life on the electric chair. Scott Cawthon, I implore you. Murder him with your bare hands. I'll back up your alibi, please. Alright, enough scram, you hoodied gremlin. Or what? Come on, man, you'll know I'll call it where I'll kick you in your formless gonads. Fine. I've got some weird-looking bugs I found under my dad's mattress to fry under my magnifying glass anyway. Ciao, bozos. Oliver, shouldn't he be in school right now? Is this one of those fabled weekends the old ones prophesized about? Nah, as far as I know, little Billy got suspended recently for turning the staircase in his school into a makeshift war site. Well, that doesn't sound so bad. He didn't use water for the fluid part of the water slide. Juvie would be too good for him. He needs to be government contained. Thanks for scaring him off, by the way. That one, he scares me. Anything for you, Oliver, where you called? Well, had you called my bluff, I would just sprayed, and I don't. Anything for you, Olive. Anything, you say? So, I take it that you are indeed willing to assist me in filming the feature-length film? Feature-length picture, then? I'm willing to direct a movie with you, that's what you mean. It was indeed what I meant, yes. Oh, by the way, Mr. Dickens should be passing this here character by any moment, and I'm going to ask him to relieve me from my post so we can finish filming the movie. Anything I need to know before I make a fool of both myself and of you? Specifically, yeah, there is one thing actually. I might need you to back me up on an itty-bitty fib of mine. Fib, what do you take me for, Oliver, scoundrel? Hell yeah, man, I love sinning. Darn fucking lie. Hey, now, I don't exactly see this as a barefaced lie, per se. More of a subtle, less blatant lie. Then spill the beans, man, what's up? So, like, I haven't really been as honest with Mr. Dickens about the progress of the film as I should have. He thinks it's basically finished, doesn't he? Wow, right on the money. Should be a green diviner of some sort. Say, any idea what next week's winning lottery numbers might be? I'm sure there'll be a 3 in there somewhere. Any idea how many 3s there will be? Probably at least 1. Right, thanks! That's my pension plan sorted then. Oh shit, look groovy, here he comes. He is a goddamn phone box! Tally-ho, gents! Bloody fine afternoon, innit? Oh, right then, I believe introductions are in order. Scott Cawthon, this is my groovy mentor, employer, and good pal, Ebenezer Dickens. Charmed! Mr. Dickens, this is Scott Cawthon, my green friend. That's your go-to pre-friend. Hello, Mr. Dickens. Do you mean your great boyfriend? Oh, right, I mean... Oliver, my boy! Tut, tut, tut. You assured me that you wanted the rest of the evening off for a strictly cinematographical foray. I do, Mr. Dickens, Oh, very well, very well. As long as we have a finished flick by the end of this evening, everything should be right as rain. Oh, speaking of, you did tell me that the movie is nearing completion, did you not, old chum? Oh, of course, sir. Progress has been as gnarly as it can be. 1 more day filming is all we need. All we'll need, I reckon. Jolly good show, my boy. Because I'm afraid that our utility bills are beyond due, and I don't know how much longer we can keep the show running. How long have those bills been on your desk? A few weeks, at the very least. Yikes. And you still have electricity in here. Well, you see, old chum, if you take a good hard gander at the ceiling, you may notice that I've merely strung lanterns from the rooftop. Are those fireflies in the lanterns? Kerosene is out of our budget, I'm afraid, old top. Well, this is grim. Ah, but this movie might just bring the people back. And if it doesn't, we'll just have to close our doors for the rest of time eternal. No pressure, lads. Right, we'd better get to work then, since there's just so much at stake. Say, Oliver, before you go, could you hastily fetch my pocket watch from my desk? I assure you it'll take but a jiffy. You bet, Mr. Dickens. Unportable clock on a string coming up. Now then, it would seem that you and I have a solitary moment together. Do you always send Oliver to fetch things for you like a servant? Why do you need portable time anyway? The way I see it, shit is always happening in the present. Who cares what the clock has to say? The correct time is right now. Well, some of us have jobs, arrangements, and other such obligations that require diligent timekeeping to keep up with. Oh, that sounds dreadful. I'm sorry for your loss. That matters not anyway, and I do apologize profusely for the deceit, my pocket watch is presently in my pocket. But I merely orchestrated this momentary interruption in order for us to have a brief moment to speak. About what? Well, you see, I wanted to ask you to take good care of my boy Oliver. You see, I once had a family, but alas, my wife is no longer of this world, and my own sons have all left the nest, so to speak. Whoa, dude, you have a nest too? Somehow, I feel as though you may be referring to a literal nest rather than a figurative one. Aren't you? I'm not, no. Look, I'm not here to judge your past or even Oliver's choice of acquaintances. Information we're a little more than just acquaintances, then what's all this about then? Well, you see, look, Oliver's a young man. It is his time to make his own place in the world. Forge his own future, carve his own frontiers, and all that developmental riffraff. Oliver is much like myself, in that he once had a family, but no longer does. Sometimes, fate compels two people to stick together. Perhaps you and Oliver were fated to cross paths, just as he and I were. So you're saying it's destiny, baby? Fuck the stars, I'm gonna die in a ditch one day. That's destiny. So you're saying it's destiny? Perhaps not. After all, who are you and I to dictate what the stars wish to see? I find that the worth of one's life is often measured by the strength of the bonds one holds. And the measure of their wildest dreams too, perhaps. Because what is life without purpose, without drive? Tell me, lad, do you have a dream? Gravel, I want to be rich and bank smoking hot babes and raise a press. I want to see my kids grow up big and strong. My apologies, my green friend. You didn't instinctively strike me as a father. Well, almost a dad. My egg clutch has to hatch first. I see, yes. Heavy breathing. Dick man, would you like to see my eggs? Lad, all I'm asking is that you do your best to encourage Oliver, raise his spirits should they falter. Ensure that he finishes his film. By any means necessary. Short of removing his fingers with a pair of bolt cutters, perhaps. Can do, sir. So, you're really planning to work him to the bone here, then? Superb! That's just what I like to hear. Righto, Ollie's back, baby. Mr. Dickens, I scorched your desk, removed all your papers, but alas, there was nary a watch to be found. Oh, would you look at that? My pocket watch was in my pocket this whole time. I should have figured, since that's where its own name indicates it ought to be. My, what a bumbling fool you have for an employer. Now, toddle off, you two. Come on, Scott Cawthon, we got a cinema to save. Alright, off we hop then. See you, Mr. Dickens. Wait, before we go, Mr. Dickens. Yes, lad. Can you take me to the fun fair? Say, does your phone box have even like a smaller phone? Say, does your phone box have like an even smaller phone inside it? Why, you pervert scallywag! You can't just ask gentlemen about his bloody unmentionables. I mean, we'll just be going. But bye, Mr. Dickens. Nice introducing you two. It was a genuine question. Hey, Olive. Well, that one, as well as cough. There's never that bowler hat wearing aristocratic. Hey now, Mr. Dickens is no aristocratic. He operates his own business. He wears a monocle. The business is badly failing, to be fair. The monocle! Okay, fine, you've got me on the monocle. To play Dickens' advocate, you did ask him about his unmentionables. What, his iPhone? Yes, that! Mr. Dickens is a gentleman, you know? You can't just ask him about his... Oh, who cares about social norms, about society's spurnful notions? I'm crass, I'm vulgar, I'm a man! I care. Not in general, but I do care about what Mr. Dickens thinks. He's given me a hell of a lot. Been thoroughly gnarly to me. Really don't want him thinking I condone. Hell, I'm just glad that we still have the day off to film after that embarrassment. I'm sorry, it was a genuine question. Because, boy, if we did. Right about that. What now? Well, if we're making a movie about you, then what we need is lore. Lore? Boy. Oh, you know, info about you, story content. Something for the audience to chew over. Horse turkey is chewy. So are we going for gasp or pant wedding? Pal, if you have something gnarly enough to make our audience shit themselves, I'd love to see it. You sure do say the word gnarly a lot, don't you? Thanks! I think so too. What we need is something truly wretched to hook our captive viewers in. Something extraterrestrial, perhaps. Are you calling me an alien? Did I or did I not wheel you home yesterday on a bicycle while you sat hunched in the basket? Ah, damn it. Right, so I kind of wanted to ask, and don't take this personally, are you some kind of funky alien? Like, what exactly are you? That's a personal question. Okay, fine. I guess you gotta get a little before folks just volunteer that sort of info. Just between you and me, I'm totally a human. Sure, don't act like one. Are you making fun of me? No, it's not like that at all. I just don't get the secrecy is all, I guess. There's a boundary, Oliver! Okay, sorry. That's completely fair. I should really know better. You know, what we need is something that'll really hit home. Scarlet Coffin, are you... Come to my domicile. To your tent. Come to my tent. Wait, you're inviting me into your tent? If we want strange, kooky lore to make a friend and foe alike shit their britches, my tent is likely our ace in the hole. Radical. Let us make haste then. Welcome to Casa de la Meme. Feel free to piss anywhere that is in my box bed. I will instantly reclaim it via a fetid red yarn stream if I must. Though, if you do shit in the corner, do wipe before sitting down on any surfaces. I'm not an animal after all. Whoa. I'm in your lair! Yee. I mean, like... Yeah, right. This is like... Gnarly and junk, I guess. You're doing an adorably poor job of hiding your excitement. Play it cool all you want, you're not above wiping, like I said. You're doing an adorably poor job. Ah, shucks. I mean... It's just really intriguing, you know? You have no idea how long I've been wondering exactly what your lair looked like, you know? You mean for the last 36 hours or so? Yep! And boy, what a day and a half that was! So, right. I'm now, in fact, branching my camera, so... Let's get to filming, then. Right, so, what should I be doing? Do you want me to do a dance? Well, is it a good dance? No, it's not. Alright, scratch that, then. Oh, hey, maybe we should record some actor commentary, like, for the press release and junk. Sure, I don't see why not. Do I have to speak? But I'm so shy, my lifestyle is atypical. Sure, I don't see why not. Epic, let's get her done then. Can you state your name for the camera, sir? Ah, I see. Let's move on from the commentary idea, maybe. Move on to something that doesn't place my pricey equipment anywhere near that mug of yours. Yes, fair. So what now, Chief? I guess you could just act candid? Candid like a dog? The only dog I know well is also a man and a hobo. And God. Yeah, don't act like him. People cross the street to avoid him. You don't like God? The dude begs for change when he can just conjure matter at will. That's peak laziness. You gotta marvel at that hustle, though. Look, just do whatever you normally do when you're at home for an extended period of time, okay? You mean slumbering and waiting for the inevitable disappointment of tomorrow, so mark down days on my calendar till I hit the average. Take a full nudity might be a touch too lewd. You are fully nude right now. It's getting me sweaty. Sorry, do you want me to put a sock over my... You're just making me sweatier! Don't yell, there's sweeping swanlings nearby. Sorry. God, this is devolving into a romantic comedy. Maybe we should just film one of those then. Oh God, we're already muddled up and directionless. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. Is a directionless direct or... I don't know. Is a directionless direct or a bad thing? Direct or a bad thing? Oh, those words sound similar. This must be dire. Alliteration is the soul of motto, as I always say. Look, I don't know. What exactly is our cinematic vision here? Wasn't it to make audiences shit themselves? Right, exactly. But I can't personally vouch for having ever shat myself from sheer empathy alone, you know? Speak for yourself. Ah, balls, I wasn't filming that, and that was the perfect punchline. Can you say that again so I can record it, please? Sorry, but I can't remember what I said 5 seconds ago at any given moment. Even what you just said there? Not gonna lie, I'm struggling to remember who you are. Oliver. Name's Oliver. I work at Dialtown cinema. I'm a total hunk. We're kind of dating. We're kind of filming a movie right now. I have no reason not to believe any of that. Right. Groovy. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear what? Note to self, keeping Scott Cawthon lines in intervals of exactly 5 seconds may increase authenticity of his line delivery, as he'll almost definitely think the script is happening for real. What was that? Nothing! You know, scratch that. Maybe we should get some funky environment shots, and then move to another location. Ah, speaking of funky, we should use each setting to its advantage, and this setting screams oddity to me. So you want me to scream oddity aloud? Nah, that's hardly groovy storytelling. Isn't the rule show, don't tell? So you do want me to do the dance or not? Look, I like you, Scott Cawthon. I like you a lot. But something tells me that if you do the dance, our relationship will be fundamentally altered because of it. You think it tear our bond asunder, or instantly turn it hypersexual? Depends on how I react, honestly. No. We need something that utilizes the uniqueness of this setting. You think you could whip up something gnarly to show the camera? I don't know, man. Are you into feet? Gross. With cautious hesitation, I urge you to continue. Well, I've probably got cleanish socks somewhere around here. Ah, here we go. Me only sock. Don't mind the hole. I add that myself. Let's let my scabs breathe. Scabs. Man, that is gnarly. Say, where's the other one anyway? Did you lose it? No, I found this one. Man, this is prime biopic content. Can you tell me about your parents, please? Gotta get that origin story outlined. What if I don't remember my parents? Well, we could work the orphan angle. Is being an orphan fun? Take it from me. Losing your parents is the most fun you'll ever have. You get to eat gruel. I do love free gruel. Now let's just make some up. The orphan chick's too cliche. We're going for originality, aren't we? Originality and or making a bathtub-sized wad of solid cash, yes. I'll just make up something tragic on the spot. Alright then, ready when you are. My name is Scott Cawthon. Very tragic and sad. I was born and raised in an oppressive shoe factory. Very evil and oppressive. Day in and day out, I manufactured shoes for feet that I would never even sip. Okay, odd criteria for tragedy, but go on. The shoes themselves were made. out of poverty. Okay, we get it. Your life sucks. Give us new information. I slept in a gigantic pair of clogs made for an ogre in Denmark. Clogs. Danish. What era is this set in? You say that as if there were ever ogres in Denmark. Does the timeline matter? I suppose not. Besides, have you ever been to Denmark? Not specifically, no. See, you can't say crud then. For all you know, ogres are real and Denmark isn't. That doesn't sound correct, but I don't have enough data to refute it. Plus, the ogres erect constantly. Okay, no. No, not the ogre, damn it. Is nothing sacred to you? This ogre lore, pal. I will not allow you to tarnish my vision. The ogre dong stays. Okay, look. Not to sound rude, but this is not working. Is it too out there? Out there? Pal, I'm having weird thoughts about the ogre now, and I'm getting all sweaty and I'm honestly worried that you've awakened some in me, and I don't like it. Oh, boo-hoo. Did someone get sweaty from visualizing ogre weenus? Let us never think about this fabricated origin story again, thank you. As the film's gonna start then. Maybe we just need to start later in the story? Will the audience get what happened previously without context? Do you have context that explain why a hexa-nippled isopod person with green skin and a head made out of an array of stitched-together fabrics and skins is walking around? Right, let's just not bring the notion up then. I'm sure we can leave that for a potential sequel or something. Radical, let's! Alright, so after you left whatever nondescript location you happen to have crawled out of, where'd you end up? Most of what happened next is a bit of a blur. I do remember one place from my past. Captivity. Oh, the zoo. Wait, were you in prison? Yes, but I wasn't actually referring to people prison. People prison? You know, jail for humans. Human jail. Well, yeah, of course I meant human jail. Where else could you possibly mean? The zoo. Ah, right. You meant flamingo jail. Feast your eyes off, man. The big house. You certain this is a good place to set your tragedy past? You don't think captivity is tragic enough? It's kind of hard to be truly bummed out while sitting next to a tapir. So you're telling me you get excruciating bad news. Excruciating bad news. Define excruciatingly bad. Let's say you find out your third pet rock was swept up in a tornado. Okay, that'd be absolutely heart-wrenching. Continue. If you found out about this while outside the tapir enclosure, would the mere presence of a nearby tapir really soften the blow much? I think it really hit once I'm out. Bullshit! The tapir would do naught to comfort you and you... Oh shit. What's this I hear? The roar of adventure, mayhaps. Oh god, not you. Scott Coffin, my featherless bipedal green friend, you've returned at last. I have not returned, I merely came back to this location temporarily. You returned. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Fully to that, then. Hey, sorry to interject, doting kind of boyfriend of Scott Coffin here. How's it hanging? Hey, cats, another specimen. Hello, my equally featherless but decidedly less green friend. What brings you to my wondrous sanctum of miscellaneous beasts and other foul monstrosities today? Oh, nothing much, sir. I'm just documenting Scott Coffin. We're producing a groovy movie about his life together. Why, what a thrilling notion. You know, Sonny, in a way our goals are very much aligned. The sacrifices we make, dedicating our very lives solely to documenting the most noble beasts. so the public may know their terrible ferocity. Yeah, it's groovy. Very groovy, yes. Bully to that. Oh god, they're mingling. You know what I think would be a truly stupendous idea, my lad? Why, we should exchange information, comrade, to strengthen both of our dossiers. Hell yeah, that sounds gnarly. I'm sure you have... Oh, hell no, Oliver. You couldn't possibly fraternize with the enemy. The enemy? Mon cher, I'm just a humble documentarian, not unlike your dear Fez'd partner. And I must say, I do admire your choice in hatwear, my dear friend. Likewise, sir. Say, how would you like to be on film, mister? Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You mean to say you haven't heard of me? Sure, all a bird doesn't read Mustachioed Assholes Monthly, Theo. I've actually finished every issue from 1995 onwards, for your information. My boy, I am Theodore Roosevelt, famed adventurer, explorer, documentarian, and zoo master. And yes, I would simply adore the opportunity to appear in your film as a primary source of zoological hogwash. Yee, this is a development for sure. Say, for fairly cinematographical reasons, do you have any baby foes, Scott Cawthon? I'm afraid Scott Cawthon was no longer juvenile when he found his way into our spermful clutches. But I do have some foes of him on natural. Theo, you wouldn't. Oh, that's hardly that scandalous. Scott Cawthon's naked right now. Wait, how long have I been? Ah, drat. You're correct, my friend. That being said, you ought to see the angle I snapped in number 4. The angle leaves very little to the depraved imagination. May I see? Oliver, a word, please. Oh, I think we gotta... I'll be right back, okay? Do return, yes. I have yet to show you the foes of Scott Cawthon riding on his old tricycle, after all. They're so wonderfully ill-fitting. Tremendously gawkable, yes. Alpacas experience the emu. Say, you doing okay? Wow, I can't fly but kicks ass. You kinda flipped your lid back there. Yeah, well, duh! You were chit-chatting with my former captor. Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, I realized how that might have just looked. But, hey, he said he wants to be in the movie, isn't that? If you put him in, I walk. Unless you put devil horns on him and dub his footage to make him say dumb shit. You know, that does give me a groovy segue into the going question. The going question? Well, yeah, we gotta consider villainy. If Flower by Della have an enemy to be a super villain, are you saying we have to consider a life of crime? Right, I'm sold. We just need a gun, a getaway ride. I suggest a large stray dog. Nary an old woman shall be shared from our combined mugging wrath. How did we get to... No granny mugging. We are discussing cinema. What I meant to ask was, is our movie gonna have some kind of maniacal villain? Don't most stories have villains? Yeah, I mean, most successful stories tend to have some kind of hurdle for the protagonist to overcome, you know? There is very seldom character development to be had in merely loafing around vegetating in trash, after all. That's me, that's my life. Let's just film me doing that. Oh, don't you want to join me in the trash, you know, holding hands? Okay, maybe that can't be an entire scene, but I could squeeze it in somehow to excuse us shooting it, maybe. Ha! Gay! But does that truly sound like the makings of a compelling story to you? Maybe. I gotta overcome something first. so my debauchery feels deserved or even earned. You might just be onto something. Well, what's the alternative? Well, back on the villain train, it is a fact that almost every story has a grand antagonist of some kind. All action comedies have bad guys, after all. That must be it then. After all, action comedy is an artistic genre. I'm telling you, all great stories have antagonists. Right, most real-world love stories feature mother-in-laws. Yeah, now you're getting it. What you need is a nemesis. Who could that be? Well, wouldn't Theodore seem like an obvious candidate? No, I don't want him to be in my story at all. I don't know, man. Ground yourself. Think about how hammy that dude is. He'd bring a lot of gnarly energy to the role. Give him the satisfaction hard pass. Well, alright. You pitch a villain then. Who do you see as the villain of your story? Little Billy, maybe? Take it, Jerry. Well, what about you? It's not a route divergent choice or anything, but still. Take it, Jerry. Jerry? Seriously? Him? Yeah. He always cockblocks me when I try to enter the fun fair. Getting custody visits to see my hatchlings is gonna be a nightmare. But, I mean, is Jerry really the de facto villain of your personal story? He's kinda just poor dude who's trying to do the one task that helps him put bread on the table. He thwarts me, Oliver. He's a thwarter, damn it. Sure, he doesn't exactly relish in that, though. God, I really love thwarting Scott Cawthon. I don't know, in my head he's pretty thwarting. Salutations! Might you need some assistance? No! We've got it all under control, Theo. Hurl thine self from our proximity, thanks. Right-ho! Bully to that, then. I say we just have you prance around in spandex and call it a day. Okay, that's a deal breaker. Why? What's wrong with spandex? You do not want to see how the first incarnation of this movie turned out. This is your second attempt at this? That sounds like something you should have mentioned sooner. I was hoping that for pretend it never happened. Eventually I just forget. I can still hear the stretching of spandex against my groin in my nightmares. Ah, sorry to hear that. And mine is just the familiar screams. Far less emotionally complicated. Ah, hell, maybe this is pointless. I mean, can we really reduce the struggle depicted in a complex narrative down into a single antagonist? Well, if the true villain was society. I'm not sure that a film we're trying to market to the general public should be about how unpleasant the target audience is. No, hear me out. Maybe it's people's perception of me. I can't see it because I'm me, of course. And you can't see it because it's a view you don't happen to share. Huh, maybe you're right. You think... Fuck it! I'll just start the movie with a paragraph of Comic Sans text on a solid color background. With the exposition out of the way, we can just focus on the actiony stuff. See, there's the issue. Define action, because technically decomposing is an action. Let's say general movement / activity. Yeah, no, that's not me. Oh, come on. Surely there's some way we can use this groovy set to our... Ho! Oh, ho. All you need is the footage of your daring escape. That's the ideal action narrative point. The missing link. How's about we ask Theo for the CCTV footage? Firstly, let's never speak to him again. That's my suggestion. Right, and secondly, I might have coded the lens of the nearest camera to my enclosure with silly putty. What? Why did you... To cover my tracks, of course. Oh, right. Duh. Didn't Theo notice that you were missing, though? Nah, I just left a burlap sack of potatoes in my bed. Wow, that place really is... A sneaky lemur or particularly crafty dingo could get out here, no problem. Where do you think I got the idea? Huh. Okay, so, crazy suggestion here. What if you entered one of the nearby enclosures and I filmed you climbing out all willy-nilly? We could totally just slap a camera overlay onto it, pass that off as your actual daring escape. Wouldn't that be fake, though? You realize that almost every movie is just people lying on camera, right? Would audiences believe our forgery, though? Would audience believe anything we filmed so far? Right, so let's do this. Right, excellent. So, to our left, the noble alpaca enclosure. Sounds good to you? Pretty sure alpacas are... Don't they spit? You spit! Right, but it's cute when I do it. Alright, so what's in front of us then? Emu. Judging from the cardboard cutout, emu. Right, that's not ideal. I've been closer to an emu than I have an alpaca, admittedly. They're kind of like feathered dinos. Swans are also feathered dinos, in fairness. Right, but imagine a man-sized swan. With a gun for a head. Right, I've heard enough. We were fools for a thing to weaponize them. If another emu war kicks off, we'll be annihilated. Bob. Emu or alpaca? Emu. Alright, time to take the plunge. No. Door is now emu-proof as of 5/7/15. Never again. Or I have made contact with the soil. I seem to be in some uncharted land, a new frontier. You're in the emu enclosure. Yes. You getting this? Yeah, you look genuinely lost. Outstanding, yes. What now? Well, this is your daring escape. I guess the next step for you to take is, escape. Right. You got the symbol or logo or whatever up there. How do I do that? Well, right. The ground dips, don't it? Well, yeah, of course it's deeper on the inside. If I climb out from the inside, an emu could jump it, no problem. This is certainly a mild predicament. I could always just open the zookeeper door to let you out. That wouldn't look very cinematic. Does any of this? Alright, point made now. Let me out. Oh god. Oh, Oliver! Oliver, are you getting this? If this is the moon that's now located right before you, then yes, I'm very much getting this. Oliver, am I in danger? Do you think it's aggressive? I think it's an emu. Oliver, this is no joke. Need I remind you of the Great Emu War? Emus have won 100% of all wars they fought with mankind. One war, and they kicked our asses. This one has a gun. Seems docile enough. War! War seldom changes, Fez man. Alright. I'll get the gate open in a moment. Okay. Oh god, it's just standing there. Menacingly! I somehow doubt that emos are capable of malicious thing. Oliver, I think it's attempting to trap me here. You could step around it. Oliver, I think the emos is working with Theodore. Dude, just step around. Oliver, I must duel for my freedom. Hold on. Right, camera's in focus. Do we have to... What the hell just happened? Well, you punched an emu. Slew for my freedom, Oliver. Worthy sacrifice. Pal, you barely dented the damn emu. Your fist just got absorbed in one of its many feathery flesh folds. I mean, yeah, groovy, this is good stuff. Dude, this footage is top notch. This is totally the last piece of footage we need. Our ace in the hole. You really think so? I mean, it might be kind of hard to portray the footage as a heroic moment since the raw footage is just a heartbreaking footage of you assaulting a massive but docile cotton ball with legs. But I'm sure with a few jump cuts, some borrowed shots from Stanley Donaldson's Attack of the Emus, I can string something compelling together. So, that's it? Yeah, I think we're done here. To be frank, I'm a bit worried that Theodore Russellbound might press charges against us, considering you just assaulted one of his specimens. Oh please, he loves punching animals. I'm sure he punches emus constantly. Fucking... If I'm to the premiere, he'd adore this trash. Right! Right. Okay, I guess that's one guaranteed patron for opening night. Man, am I pumped to get this movie finished. Abso-hacking-lutely so tight. I gotta get back to the cinema and get to editing this for tomorrow night. I am not gonna be getting any sleep tonight. But hey, I'm sure if I go long enough without sleep, I'll be too out of it to feel the impending sting of failure, right? Cough. Hey, before you go, I wanted to ask you something. Oh, shoot. What's on the cards, my groovy dude? So the cinema's like definitely haunted, right? Allegedly definitely haunted, yeah. Why? Has anyone ever died in the building during its operation? Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, there might have been an incident or two. Nothing out of the ordinary, though. Uh-huh. Big Bertha might have flattened the last protectionist who performed maintenance on her. Flattened! Rolled right over him, yeah. Turned him into a red pancake. That's... Wait, did you say incident or two? Like plural? Yeah, Big Bertha kind of tore another maintenance guy's arm off. Then flattened him. When that didn't kill him. When in doubt, flatten the repair guy, as they say. Who says that? Who says that, Oliver? There's also a time Big Bertha rolled through the wall of the projection room and flattened some of the audience. Rolled right over him. Oliver, I'm horrified. That doesn't sound right. And hey now, Big Bertha's our pride and joy. Mr. Dickens did right, splurging on a beautiful second-hand antique projector. Second-hand? Who sold him the machine? A friendly witch doctor who was hosting a yard sale. Dude, the cinema is 100% haunted. In your opinion, it is definitely haunted. Let's just agree to disagree. No, let's not! Right, then I'll be off. Oh, parting is such sweet sorrow. But hey, I'll see you at the premiere tomorrow. Right? You know, baby, only if you'll be there, I might come. We'll see. You know it, baby. Provided I don't need to buy a ticket, of course. Perish the thought, friendo. I'll even scoop up some floor corn for you to scarf down if you come. Right, sold. See you then, partner. Gotta love me some floor corn. Boy, what a day! Bunch of goddamn emu! I did for Oliver, damn it! For cinema itself! I mean, did you though? Did you really? And what's that supposed to mean, bub? I mean, are you really certain that this movie is going to achieve anything other than being a resounding flop? Well, Oliver has faith in it, so you know I do. Too. Oliver also has complete faith in the squalid cinema he works at, in fairness. Faith is good, though. Religion has been historically kind of popular. It's relying on a miracle, though. It's blind faith. I get the air in that place is practically opaque, but he doesn't seem to have any further than his own dial pad. But he's not doing this for himself. He's doing this for Mr. Dickens. Do you think that Mr. Dickens really believes in Oliver? I'm sure he does. I mean, he's given Oliver so much, right? Right. So it's completely in character for him to indulge Oliver and give him a last-ditch attempt to save the cinema, knowing he'll lose nothing if the movie flops. I'm sure Mr. Dickens just doesn't have the heart to tell Oliver that it's pointless. Alright, you disembodied destroyer of dreams. What's your point then, eh? What do you want me to do? I don't know. Maybe try to temper Oliver's expectations at the premiere tomorrow? You let him down gently so he has time to come to terms with his inevitable failure. Sounds like a bummer. Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Is that the right thing to do? Part of loving someone is being honest, even when you know they don't want to hear it. You really should have a discussion with him about the finished movie. Remind him of his other prospects. That everything will be okay if the movie flops on account of being weird and low budget. What's the use? Go to sleep, you lummox. You can think some more about this tomorrow. I agree with the sentiment fully, minus the thinking later bit. Good night, my ethereal maiden. Wait, I'm not a girl. Smiles sincerely. Yes. Yes. Whoa. I'm honestly surprised. Hey, it's packed. Hey, look, there's Peter and Roger. Seems the premiere is actually drawing attendees. Like, actual live people. Instead of what exactly? Homunculus? Emu? I meant instead of nobody turning up. I expected us to phone call town-wide no-show. But alas, town-wide expectation. Guess my advertising campaign worked wonders then. That's a raccoon. I doubt you writing come to Olive Man premiere on condom wrappers and slipping to random strangers' pockets, yet very many people to come here. You never know, it could've. Yeah, but you're kind of really illiterate. Most of Dialtown probably can't read hieroglyphics. If those pyramid dudes could read them, I'm sure the modern man can. And there's God. And there's, I want to say Mikey. Uh-huh. You should go inside and speak to Oliver. Yes, go I shall. Yes. Hey, Scar Coffin. Oh, I'm super stoked that you actually came. Very groovy. I always do. Very surprising given the numerous other places that allow me out of my rooms. I always do. Wait, is that... That was some kind of euphemism, right? It was, yes. You doing okay, man? You seem generally disheveled. Oh, you know, I'm running on roughly 0 hours of sleep. Maybe. Do you stay up all night working on the movie? I sure as heck did, yeah. Oliver Hunt, that can't be healthy. Well, that's a surefire indicator of quality. Oliver Hunt, that can't be healthy. Oh, you know what they say. No pain, no gain. Oh, Oliver, bodybuilders say that. Are you really going to take advice from jack dudes who guzzle raw eggs? By that token, would I take advice from a green dude who eats literal garbage? You know what? Touche. I'd go with the beefcakes on this one. This movie. It's my opus. Our opus. You see, at first I thought, hey, this looks kind of cute. Could make this PG-7, add a few dancing CG raccoons. Small dancing CG creatures. Objectively a fine choice. Go on. But then I thought, what I need is to think outside of the box. So me thunketh, what about a story that starts off funny and silly and then becomes soul-crushingly tragic? But then I thought, what if the movie has no genre? Just a string of raw footage arranged out of order and with ill-fitting music placed over the whole thing. You fell asleep at and or on your keyboard, didn't you? That is an interesting theory. Oh, Oliver. It's cool, though. Just whatever you do, don't tally-ho! Ollie, my boy. Tonight's your big night. Are you ready for the grand premiere, lad? I sure am, sir. Marvelous. Simply wondrous. I'm right chuffed to see what you've made. Yeah, I'm sure people will find it just dandy, sir. Not to worry, lad. The movie need only make enough in sales to revitalize my failing enterprise. So, no pressure, lads. Right. Yes. Groovy. Anyway, I must go take my seat as I don't wish to miss the euphoric magic of the silver screen. Cheerio, lads. He seemed chipper. Yeah, it's almost like he expects my film to save his failing business. Ha ha ha. Huh. Well, I wanted to talk to you about that. Oh. Hold on, there's a few people behind you in line. Let me talk about whatever that is while I'm stalking the reel, okay? I guess I can wait. Let me just step to one side. Greetings, my respective fezzed and green friends. I'm here to attend your dazzling cinematic premiere as a guest of honor. Stellar, man. Glad to hear it. Oh, I'm sure you most certainly are, having a guest as distinguished as the one and only Theodore Russellbelt. Can I murder this guest with my bare hands, son? No, not this one, Scott Cawthon. Alright, that'll be $6.99 for a ticket, sir. You cats, you truly expect me to pay for a ticket to my own red carpet event? But, Theodore, you aren't actually in the movie. Correct, but as a specimen from my vast array of emu most certainly is, yes? I'm here on his behalf while he recovers from his life-threatening injuries. That emu's fine, and you know it. I know nothing of the sort, I'm afraid. Listen, Mr. Russellbelt, this is personal. Everyone's got to pay for a ticket. This very event is a fundraiser to raise money to keep the cinema open. Alright, I'll tell you what, my lad. How's about in exchange for a free ticket into your screening, I give you free and unrestricted access to the zoo. But isn't entry to the zoo already free? Well, how about that? It looks as though I've already gone through with my end of the bargain. I suppose that means you have a legal and unwavering obligation to. Alright, you crusty fuck, just go on in. Bully to that, then. See you in Hollywood, my boy. High society, here I come. God, I despise that man. You know what? I should really listen to you more. Hell yeah! If you think my takes on people are nifty, you should see my takes on jerkies and... Sup, bozos? Billy's here now. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Scram, get on out here. Tonight's a big night and I have enough to do without having to fixate my hawkish gaze on you all night. Yeah, plus the movie's rated 18s and up, dude. I shed my pants halfway during the filming and refused to put them back on. Oliver, you did remember to add a blur in post, right? Ah, shit. This movie will just have to be... I guess the movie will just be that bit more memorable, huh? So yeah, no Myers allowed, scram. Hey, I'm no minor. Look, I've even got my ID on me. ID, name Lil Billiam, sex anytime with your mom, age 18 plus, job full-time mad bastard. Mayor Mingus approved, don't check lads, it's good. I think this identification might be fake. But I can't pinpoint any obvious discrepancies. Look, you little brat. It's a no either way. Like I said, I can have you tarnishing my film's one opportunity to save this place with your loud shenanigans. Loud shenanigans? Hey, bozo! For your information, I'm actually planning to be on my best behavior tonight. You told me earlier that you were going to smuggle your megaphone into the theater to repeatedly bellow Krungus during the climax. You gangrious snitch! You're like 9, what the actual fuck? Where are you learning words like Krungus and gangrious? Gangrious. Well, you think I didn't come up with Krungus myself? I've got like 8 kids on the playground who can back me up. Scram! Go! Get out! Fine, whatever, bozos. Your movie's gonna totally bomb anyways, bro. No assistance from me required. Ciao. God, I hate that little... Krungus. I'm dialing the cops right now. Is this how I come off to Jerry? I need to send him another fruit basket or something. Another? The first one didn't seem to sway him. Huh. Define fruit. Apple core, banana peel, used eggplant. Define a used eggplant. Hey, look, another customer. Training. Hey, it's me. I'm here now. Oh, hey, sup, Randy. Most people know Randy. What brings you here? Oh, you know, I was just rummaging around in the dumpster out back when I overheard someone mentioning the premiere. Well, heck, it's groovy to have you here. Yeah, so, what's the movie about? That's a great question. Right, yes. I'm in it! God, what the... Wait, something about you feels familiar. Phone 6 hotline. I called you in a few days while you were at work. Do you spend much time at the park, perhaps? Oh! So you're the naked green figure I keep seeing scurrying around in my peripheral vision. Oh yeah, that'd be me, alright. My fears of losing my own mind have now been replaced with the tangible fear of encountering you. Hey, that's progress. Good job, my man. Yeah. Alright, so that'll be $6.99, Randy. Couldn't offer me a discount on account of me being vaguely familiar, could ya? I suppose I could drop to $5 since I... How about 25 cents? Randy. If you have no money to your name, then why did you even bother showing up? I just wanted to get in out of the cold. Good call. This place is as warm and as moist as can be. Yeah, about that. But why is it so humid in here? I'm sure it's just from the mold on the walls breathing. Huh. Well, it is warm. Look. You're the last dude in line, Randy. Just go sit in the back and don't make any noise, alright? Hot dog, Oliver, you're the best. Can you be my father? Randy! I'm going. Huh. Keep forgetting to ask him about that bandage on his head. Heard from Little Billy, play be upon him, that he hit his head on a rock, but I'm pretty sure there's gotta be more to the story than that, right? If it's anything like him, I don't want to hear it. And I heard in another timeline, it's like, huh. Might need to question you more about the implication that you can see into other timelines at a later date. For now, we've got a screening to initiate. Initiate isn't a very call to action-y verb, is it? Like, start, do, make, squirt. Those have punch. Initiating is like pressing the on button on an ointment making machine. Let's just do the screening. Yes, let's. Alright, let's get... Oh man, what is this place? Oh! This is my file sanctum, my lair. Only you can prevent cinema fires. No caressing Bertha, I miss this time. Piss jars. Specifically, Oliver. Oh, projector room 1. Is that... Blah. It sure as heck is. Say hello to Big Bertha, I probably enjoy. Oliver? She just moved. Yeah, she probably just had some air stuck in her. Oliver, she moved again. Yeah, ditto. Oliver, I think your movie projector is sentient. And angry. Don't forget to empty the piss jars, my boy. Dickens. Oh, don't be ridiculous. She's got a lot of soul. Pretty sure she devours souls! Oh, if she's eating souls, how are said souls haunting the place then, huh? Ha! Checkmate. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe we're slightly fucking haunted. Laugh it up. However, she shouldn't be in here. She's a wild animal, man. You're not insisting I turn her over to the zoo, are you? No, let her roam free. You need to let her roll around the open plains, where she can feel the open air in her pipes and bolts. Roll over as many small critters as she wants. It's not right having her all cooped up in here. But she's our only movie projector. Dude, you can buy a used projector at a garage sale for like $15. Don't you want her to be happy? You're right. I'll bring this up to Dickens after the premiere. If we have time to talk about anything other than our movie's vast success and the sudden salvation of the cinema itself. Yeah, right. Scott Cawthon. Can I ask you a hard question? One that I'd like you to answer completely honestly. Uh-huh. This movie. The one we showed loaded into Bertha minutes ago? Yeah, right, that one. Do you think it'll turn things around for me? For us? See? I knew this would come up. I'm right, as always. Shut, I have a question to answer. Did you just tell me shut up after I finished speaking just so you could answer my question, which I'd already finished asking? Not gonna lie, I was talking to the narrator. You realize the movie's done, don't you? Hell, I'm not recording you right now. The movie's ready to air. Like, right now. Speaking of, I gotta ask. Do you think the movie will turn things around? Look, man, I haven't seen the movie. For all I know, it's just 90 minutes of me gargling paint thinner. Okay, not all 90 minutes are compromised solely of... Ah, shit. That's already a sign of a turbulent development process. There should realistically be little to no paint thinner gargling to fill up extra time. You know, I think you expected too much from yourself. Okay, fine, I rushed the editing, I get it. No, I mean all of this. You're in your 20s, man. It's very young. In human years. Isn't it? So what, you think developing a film was too much? I don't get how you're expected to repair Mr. Dickens' dying business on your own. On your first try at the last moment possible. Hey now, for all we know, the public could love this movie. And they could despise it, correct? Isn't it crazy how you're relying on this one shot to define your future? Oh God, you're right. I've set myself, both of us, up for failure. Hey now, I don't give a flying fuck if this flops. I didn't mean you and me. I meant me and Mr. Dickens. Oh, right, yeah. But look, you and Mr. Dickens will live. I've always got room in my tent if you need somewhere to crash. I'm sure you'll find no problem. I've always got room in my tent if you need somewhere to crash. That's sweet, real sweet, but this was all going to happen anyway, man. I just want you to be okay if and when it does. Okay. We've done our best. Time to load Bertha up and get to it then. It's speaking of, again, you've got to release her into the wild soon. I know. Like tomorrow soon. I know! Take a breath, man, relax. People could really love this. Yeah, I suppose they could. Alright, well, it's been real, but here goes nothing. Hello, Dialtown! Rachel from Dialtown News Network here. This just in. Last night's premiere of The Passion of Frog Thing has been reported as a resounding failure. Despite curious advertising efforts, in the end the event had only made a modest turnout of 24 unsatisfied patrons. Of the 4 reviewers who happened to attend the showing, 3 are now comatose. The remaining reviewer, who's still conscious, doesn't really want to talk about what he saw. Poor guy. We interviewed a few citizens who attended the premiere as they had this to say. Honestly, I just wanted to get in out of the cold. I think hypothermia would have been more palatable, in all honesty. The lack of footage of myself was criminal. Criminal, I say! Hey, is this live? Come down to Downtown City Zoo, friends. We have tap ears. Tap ears, bully! Okay, enough. Honestly, that movie converted me from an unsure agonistic to a firm atheist. No merciful God would have let that scene where the green one gargled paint thinner exist, no matter how disinterested he is in our plight. Well, there you have it. I know they say that all publicity is good publicity, but to those people, we at Dialtown News Network would like to recommend giving The Passion of Frog Thing a watch, and seeing how you feel then. Good morning, Scott Cawthon. Hope you're... What fun god's name are you staring at? What the fuck? Put a frog in a pot. Watch him try and climb out. Just pro tip here. Last 17 tries you tried this, the frog died. Yeah, but this time there's no lid nor a lit fire under the pot. The odds are fair, methinks. Right. What's your endgame here, anyhow? Want to see the definite threshold of frog slaughter? Yes, that's... Say, I wonder how Oliver's premiere went bad. Isn't that a much more engaging topic, you think? Or to think about? Now, little Billy told me a few days ago that apparently bombed. Fairness and little Billy, really a reliable source of information? Yeah, he was the one who informed me what 9/11 was. He said it was an inside job, conducted by clowns! In fairness, he did show me a newspaper that recorded the clown thing. Yeah, but in fairness, you're illiterate! I bet you any money that the article wasn't about what he said it was. What makes you say that? Why would the article's picture have been of a tractor flattening a beach seal? Well, why was there a tractor even on that beach in the first place? Maybe if you knew how to read, you could have found out. Fine, I'll go visit Oliver and ask him about his lousy premiere. Good boy, son. Good boy. Hello? Oliver? Where is he? Where is the boy? Oh, I don't know. You sure you walked into the right place? This ain't the cinema. Mark my words, the cinema was right here. That must mean... Yikes, guess it's already gone. Ah, drat. Alas, I was too late. You might still be able to get Oliver's mailing address to send your condolences via mailman, mailwoman, or perhaps carrier pigeon. Ah, yes, the 3 genders. Hey, friendo, I was wondering when you dropped by. What's the haps? Olive Man, you're here! Have you returned here once more to burn the place down in scornful rage? Did you do all this? I lugged the remaining furniture out of here and took an axe to the light fixtures, if that's what you're talking about. But fortunately, I'm neither a vandal, salvager, nor a copper wire thief. Then why do you wreck this place? That seems rather rude to me. Hey, I'm just following Mr. Dickens' orders. Oliver, my boy, if you're not stripping copper wire from the walls, then why would Mr. Dickens order such mayhem, such needless destruction, such abundant and ceaseless malarkey? Well, okay, I might have misspoke. I guess I am salvaging somewhat, since it's my job to salvage what's left from our failed cinema business. I don't understand. What else of value could possibly be left here? I heard from Little Billy that the premiere bombed. Of course he'd tell you that. He showed me an article from the Happenings paper. Oh, he showed you the newspaper review. Yeah, he said they tore you to shreds. Every single critic who attended the premiere and isn't comatose. In fairness, that's only one critic. But, I mean, yeah, the film didn't exactly get glowing reviews, you know, on account of it being so groundbreaking. True art is never appreciated in its own time. I don't know, man, let me quote the review. If I could douse a film in gasoline and light it up, I'd watch the film burn with glee. And this time, I'd actually enjoy watching it. Hey, that reviewer had 90 whole minutes to burn this place down while the film was playing. He was totally bluffing. Oliver Swift's newest and only movie is an abortion of cinema itself. That makes me wish I was likewise aborted. See, that's still a strong statement. In the same way assassinating Bigfoot over a parking ticket would be. Bigfoot totally can't drive. Bigfoot fucks. I'm sure he can drive. Look, I can't refute that Bigfoot fucks, but you also can't refute that negative publicity is still publicity. For your information, almost 5,000 people ended up showing up to the screening after that review. They all wanted to gawk at a marvelous train wreck. Wait, you made bank? Yeah, people turned up in droves to see our depraved horror flick. Wait, the movie we filmed was a horror flick? Well, I initially imagined it as more of a transcendent piece of media that encapsulated both the sincere beauty and the raw anger of all that fails under the huge thumb of phone God. Whatever that was. People didn't really notice the beauty under the divine thumb. But plenty saw the untapped blistering rage and shut themselves. So people turned up expecting cutting-edge horror flick. Yeah, and we delivered. Okay, that makes sense. The premiere was a success then. So wait, why on Phone God's green earth are you tearing the cinema apart? Well, see, Mr. Dickens and I had a conversation about expectations. Uh-huh. Don't get me wrong, he was immensely thankful that I'd saved the cinema, but it turns out he really didn't think that I actually could pull this off at all. Just wanted to see what I'd come up with. Huh? Why? Well, Mr. Dickens informed me of something pretty surprising, actually. Turns out operating a cinema wasn't actually his ultimate dream at all. It was for him to go into directing movies of his own. Huh? You know how it is. Mr. Dickens grew up in a different era. He started a family once he came of age, which he obviously had to provide for. He didn't have the opportunity to just up and leave for Hollywood. The stakes for failure were too high. He had people depending on him, you know? It just wasn't an option. Yeah, but I don't see what this has to do with us or our movie. Well, for a while, I wonder what Mr. Dickens was so encouraging when I pitched the old save this year's cinema with an indie movie idea. I suppose I just figured that he thought my idea was just dandy and thought it'd be a surefire success. But now I get it. He had no faith in the movie at all and was certain that the cinema had to shut down, no matter what. So his attempt to set you up for failure? Why was he so why was he so sure you'd fail? Aside from the fact that the entire business itself was collapsing in on itself? Yeah, aside from that, I guess. You see, when I pitched the idea, Mr. Dickens said he saw his younger self in me. An idealistic younger version of himself who would have given anything to drop everything and become a movie director. Mr. Dickens wanted, more than anything, for me to take the risk that he never could. That he, and only he'd, shoulder the burden of my failure, allowing me to try again and maybe succeed. Mr. Dickens said he was so proud of me for doing what he never could. And that's precisely why he couldn't allow this place to remain open if it meant that it stayed the complete extent of my potential. So that was it then. The end of his dream. Or so I thought. One of the bad reviews really tore the cinema itself apart as a venue, who said it suited the horrifying train wreck of a film being shown here. And that's when it occurred to me that just maybe I was actually fighting something that we could all use. People are so sure that this place is supposedly haunted. However, this place is so haunted. Okay, fine. The place is absolutely riddled with specters, spirits, and other assorted ghouls. Happy now? Immensely, go on. So, I realized Mr. Dickens didn't even really want to own a cinema. And he wanted to see me spread my own wings and make my own creations. And this venue alone is considered pretty horrific, with terror apparently being my unknowing signature. The solution's obvious. It is? Dialtown's first horror attraction. Wait, like a scare house? Right. You know, I realized maybe I was making mistakes trying to go against the grain to convince people that they wanted something that they clearly didn't want. Honestly, this seems to be the best way forward. So that's why you're hacking the place apart. To make the place even more unsightly, yes. Best of all, Mr. Dickens gets to assist me in creating exhibits and stuff. So, he gets a second chance at his dream, too. How do you think of this poster? Dickens and Sons Scare Shack. Side barking noises is cute. Hell, it'd be cute if it was just... Why amped I in the poster? It's cute! Hell, it'd be cute if it was just... It'd be cute even if it was just you. Aw, shucks. I do owe you something, though, you know. Fine, cough up then. And what's that? Welp. Here it is. Thank you. Sincerely. I could have attempted this on my own, granted. But I don't think I could have ended up here on my own. You believed me when nobody else did, and stood by my side through thick and thin. You even let me document you, so I could take a financial risk for a dying cinema. For all the dreams of a dying man for all the dream of a man you hadn't even met. There's nothing gnarlier than that, bro. It's fine, man. I was really bored. Me do good, make all of men happy. I'd go to hell and back. I'd go to hell and back for you, man. You know that. You don't know how much I appreciate that. Man, you know what the best part is? We're the only horror attraction on Earth with real ghosts. I hope. Oh God, we don't even have to pay them since they're dead. Though I think one of the ghosts might be a dead union leader, so we'll see how that goes. So I guess this all worked out neatly. I guess so. What a big Bertha. Oh, I did what you suggested. I let her go. She's free now, to roam from God's green earth as she pleases. Good, now she's the great outdoors problem. Actually, I misspoke earlier, come think of it. The best part is that Hey, bozos, how's it hanging? I heard that your movie totally fucking bombed! The best part is that I get to do this. Out you go, you little scroats! This attraction is 18s only. Ouch, my youth plans! Ha! Rad. He's maimed now. This is truly the best possible ending. Achievement? The ending where everything works out just fine for Oliver Swift, the gnarliest man in Dialtown. I didn't get an achievement. Oh well, this video is already getting long enough. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more of my content, make sure to subscribe and whatnot. Have a good day and do what you do best. See ya!